Know that the wide open border has brought us 10 million illegals, including those gotaways. I want to get your take on the SAVE Act before we go into immigration here. How did you vote, and what are your expectations for the SAVE Act being attached to the continuing resolution? Is it dead at this point?
Well, so the SAVE Act or pushing driving this conversation on securing our elections was a House Freedom Caucus play. We drove that conversation. It is unfortunate that it didn't pass. Look, we know we have states where illegals are being allowed to vote. And what the SAVE Act would have done was it would have required states to purge their rolls of anyone who is on the roll illegally so they couldn't vote. And so to have Republicans vote against it was disappointing. Look, I understand some of the sentiment that we know the Senate would strip it off. The Senate was not going to vote for it, but still, let's force that conversation. Let's have that tough conversation, because you have states like Arizona, like New Mexico, where illegals are voting in large numbers, and that could impact the presidential election. And not to mention, when you fast forward to the census, we have all of these individuals that are coming here illegally. They're flooding California and New York, two states that have had mass migration of citizens out of their states into states like Tennessee. But guess what happens is during the census, they count the illegals, and that prevents a reapportionment of the House of Representatives. So a state like California should lose members of Congress. States like Tennessee, North Carolina, and Florida, we should pick up members of Congress. So this is a very nefarious, very diabolical plan to flood our country with 10 million illegals. They're trying to keep the House of Representatives from becoming more conservative.